Over 3 years ago, I both campaigned and for office and was inaugurated in no small measure relating to our New Day in Hawaii plan, where the immediate emphasis was on comprehensive plans regarding education, our economy, and for Hawaii's future generations. Central to this administration and my philosophy in office was the transformation of energy in Hawaii. I had some guiding principles: swift and appropriate government regulation, competition and local entrepreneurship, community involvement and integration, consumer benefit fairness and equity, working hand in hand with the Obama administration, and commitment at all levels: government, business, community, family, and individual. Nothing less than the transformation of energy in Hawaii for today and for the future. Today, announcement will be made by the Public Utilities Commission and its commissioners with the full and complete support of my administration that is going to turn the corner on energy transformation in Hawaii. There's no turning back. This is the most significant day in Hawaii and its energy future that we have ever had. The time for talk has ended. The time for action is upon us. I want to make it clear that where the utility and its regulations are concerned, that this is not a series of recommendations, but rather an invitation and a guide path to action. The Commission, its commissioners, its staff, and the guide path is contained in the highlights listed here under major decisions and orders that are going to be issued today. Represent the culmination of thousands of pages of testimony, hundreds of pages of analysis, dozens of hearings, and the deliberate consideration of the commissioners. The 4 major decisions and the orders to be issued today represent an opportunity to transform Hawaii's energy future. I'm very, very pleased to be able to introduce the PUC Chair, Mina Morita, and ask PUC Commissioners Lorraine Akiba and Mike Champley to accompany her.
Thank you, Governor. Good morning. Throughout the country, there's a keen awareness that our energy system is changing. Utility, policy, regulatory leaders, along with business interests promoting new technologies, are having deep discussions and debates in defining the utility of the future. In Hawaii, this is not an abstract concept. With the high penetration of renewables onto our electric system, high energy cost, changing customer expectations, and evolving technologies, we are at the bleeding edge of this energy transformation. This morning, the Commission has available on its website 4 major orders. The first is a ruling on the Hawaiian Electric Company's Integrated Resource Planning Report. The second is a ruling on the work product from the Reliability Standards Working Group, as well as other reliability-related matters. The third is a policy statement regarding demand response and related directives. And the fourth is an evaluation of the Maui Electric Company's System Improvement and Curtailment Reduction Plan and also related directives. So collectively, These 4 orders provide major policy, resource planning, operational directives to the Hawaiian electric companies and represents, as the governor has said, it culminates tens of thousands of hours invested in the review of the utility submissions by various parties, participation by many stakeholders in the Integrated Resource Plan Advisory Group, and the Reliability Standards Working Group, as well as from the Consumer Advocate and the PUC's own careful review and analyses. These orders provide strategic guidance to the Hawaiian electric companies and what they must do to modernize the electric system, embrace cost-effective clean energy opportunities to stabilize and lower customer bills, improve interconnection of customer-sided PV, expand choices for customers to manage their energy use. These orders also follow up upon guidance and policy statements issued in May 2013 in the MECO rate case. And this is where the PUC stated its concerns that the Hawaiian electric companies appear to lack movement to a sustainable business model to address technological advancements and increasing customers' expectations. Now I'd like to turn it over to Commissioners Lorena Akiba and Michael Champley. Commissioner Akiba will discuss the guidance documents, and Commissioner Champley will discuss the action plans. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. As Governor Abercrombie has emphasized previously in the New Day Energy Plan and today, energy is the most important economic enterprise for Hawaii. The traditional utility structures need to adapt to meet these challenges and to transform to become the utility business model of the future. As part of the integrated resource planning decision and order that we are issuing, we provided a white paper entitled Commission's Inclinations on the Future of Hawaii's Electric Utilities, which outlines the vision, business strategies, and regulatory policy changes required to align the Hawaiian Electric Company's business model with customer needs and expectations, as well as with the state's energy policy. It sets forth specific guidance for future energy planning and project review, including the strategic direction for future capital investments that the companies can make to modernize the electric system. 3 specific sections in that white paper address the following priorities. 1, creating a 21st century generation system, which includes aggressively seeking lower cost new utility scale renewable resources. It includes maximizing use of cost-effective renewable resources, pursuing a balanced portfolio of new energy resources, modernizing the generation system to achieve greater amounts of renewable energy resources by investing in infrastructure and technology to provide grid flexibility, including expeditious retirements of inefficient old generation units, pursuing and exhausting all means and opportunities to achieve the most efficiencies from existing plants, including greater accountability for economic dispatch of those generation resources and unbundling of essential grid services. The directives also require the utility to diligently and expeditiously seek alternatives to lower fuel costs in existing power plants, including cost-effective renewable fuels to displace fossil fuels in firm generation. The second priority area, creating modern transmission and distribution grids. The directives include interconnection of large-scale renewable energy projects, interconnection of island grids, development of integrated energy districts and microgrids at the community and local level. Developing a state-of-the-art distribution system to enable clean energy, including harnessing distributed energy resources like rooftop solar to benefit the grid and customers. developing customer-focused advanced metering infrastructure programs, adopting and using new software technology tools that are out there to integrate more renewables and provide better customer service. And also to develop and maintain cybersecurity requirements for these new distribution system technologies. The third priority area, policy and regulatory reforms to achieve Hawaii's clean energy future. The white paper discusses and talks about implementing a new business model to help the electric companies become a world-leading operator of a high renewable energy resource grid. We can lead the rest of the world. It's also reviewing and revising pricing of energy services to reflect new business and technical demands given this new energy services market. As pointed out previously, the white paper builds upon prior guidance that we issued as the Commission 1 year ago to the Hawaiian electric companies. It is intended to facilitate and to direct the HECO companies to develop and implement a strategic vision and sustainable business model as a utility of the future. It details a strategic roadmap to accomplish the transformation for the future. It is now incumbent upon the Hawaiian electric companies to use this roadmap diligently and promptly to move forward.
Thanks, Lenny. Michael?
Thank you, Governor. This is truly a significant day. These 4 orders collectively are a big deal for the reasons set forth. But one thing that these orders do is they direct the HECO companies to file action plans to actually implement the policy guidance. And these action plans will have to be filed within 90 to 120 days. These action plans are really the means by which the HECO companies could reduce energy cost and accommodate additional renewable energy on the grid. The first significant improvement plan is the Distributed Generation Interconnection Plan. The purpose is to find solutions and mitigate the technical challenges that exist associated with interconnecting distributed generation or rooftop solar to the grid. The Commission recognizes the inability to interconnect is a major source of customer frustration and has to be dealt with promptly. The rapid growth in solar PV over the last couple of years has effectively used up all of the safety margin and reliability margins that previously existed. New solutions are required. So the Distributed Generation Interconnection Plan will accomplish 2 things. One, it will deal with mitigation measures to improve the capability of the grid or the circuits to accommodate more PV. Secondly, it will look at new technologies such as advanced PV inverters and distributed storage technologies to actually be used to benefit the grid. This plan has to be filed within 120 days. The next significant improvement plan is what we call the Power Supply Improvement Plan. And what the purpose here is to implement what Commissioner Akiba said is the 21st century power generation system. Generation costs represent the most significant portion of the customer's bill, and we need action plans to reduce those energy costs. So the Power Supply Improvement Plan will accomplish several objectives. First, it will address the technical challenges associated with integrating renewable energy on the grid. Secondly, it will look at ways to reduce improve the efficiency of the system and reduce energy costs. And specifically, the plan will look at retirement of fossil generation, the installation of new flexible generation to accommodate wind and solar, and it will also look at ways of expanding the renewable energy portfolio beyond the 40% target. Again, this plan will need to be filed within 120 days. The way you should think about these plans are they're really an opportunity for the Hawaii Electric companies to re-examine their existing generation portfolio and the way they design and operate the distribution system to develop a strategic roadmap of action plans and implementation plans to accomplish the objectives in the roadmap. And so with that, I am very pleased to be a part of the PUC to be able to move the governor's energy plan forward in a very thorough, aggressive manner. Thank you very much.
Let me just emphasize in conclusion that these are not recommendations. These are decisions and orders for action plans that have to be put forward to the PUC's satisfaction within the next 120 days. I think that this represents, in my mind, and I hope that the conclusion will be reached by the general public, that it's taken some time, but the reason it's taken some time is because there were so many issues to be resolved, so many things to be considered, and that the Commission and its staff have taken all of this into account, and that we have indeed turned the corner. The energy Rubicon has been crossed, and the opportunity now exists for a collaborative effort between the utilities and the Commission to act on behalf of energy transformation here in Hawaii. I'm very, very happy to be associated with this Commission and with the goals that they have both set and now have an action plan for implementation as a result. So what I'd like everyone to do is to take the opportunity to absorb this work effort as the commissioner, as the chair indicated. This is the culmination of a great deal of effort over a long time. So the commission actions in highlight form are available on the website, and the individual details associated with the integrated resource planning, the reliability standards working group, the policy statements and orders regarding demand response programs, as well as the rest of the follow-ups and other directions, are all available on the website. And at some point when the initial presentation today has been absorbed, I'm sure the commissioners will be available for more detailed explanations and analysis and discussion. But for today, then, we thank you very, very much for your attendance, and we look forward to the opportunity to see Hawaii's energy transformation realized.